can't be telling people how good your husband is in bed. You can't be telling people how much money your husband is giving you. Don't you think they want that for themselves? You can't be married and have tons and tons of friends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you can't. Because one thing about us women, we love to overshare. Hello once again, you are more than welcome to our YouTube channel, Queen Rami Talks. I just want to appreciate my day ones, my returning subscribers, my VIPs. You guys are just amazing. You know, we are growing and it is much appreciated. Okay guys, without any waste of time, as you saw on the title of the video, my maid of honor from hell. Remember guys, this is the new segment that I spoke about. Queen Rami tells it all. Hey, you don't wanna know. When the year began, there were already people who were doing this segment that I'd advertised last year. Guys, I don't want to say much. I don't want drama. I don't want drama on this channel. But I'm telling you, if you have something planned, just do it. Don't announce it. Because next thing, somebody is going to take your idea and use it as their own. And then when you're trying to do it, it will be like you are stealing somebody's idea. I'm telling you guys. So if you have an idea, utilize that idea. Get other platforms. Hey, let me keep quiet. One thing about 2023, we want peace more than anything. Anyway guys, let's get to the story time. So this is how we are going to work. Remember guys, you can send your stories anonymously via my DM, via my WhatsApp business. You know, my business WhatsApp is all over. And you tell us your story, your relative's story, your colleague's story, your friend's story. Everything will stay anonymous. Bona, I'm signing. It's anonymous, because at the end of the day, our story times are in no way trying to destroy anybody's life. We are just sharing lessons so that people can know. Anyway, so I got this message. Hi Queen, hello. So the person will be watching this video. Please comment down below, flood the comments. Let's help a sister out on how to deal with this matter. Okay, we'll name the sister Rosie, and then the friend, we will name her Selena, and then the husband of the lady, we will name him Peter. So it's Rosie and Peter who are a couple, and then Selena who is the maid of honor. So Rosie and Selena have been friends for quite some time. I'll never mention the location and their real names for a reason, guys. Poppy Act. I don't want to be arrested. I don't want to be sued. So if this story relates to what you have done to people, repent or perish. Anyway, so Rosie and Selena have been friends for quite some time. So Rosie met Peter, the husband, and then they decided, let's get married. So Rosie and Peter have been on and off, but eventually they came together and decided to start a family through marriage. So Selena was always in the picture, from what Rosie says. She has always been in the picture. She's that best friend that you confide in, that you tell everything that is concerning your life. So even when Peter came in the picture, Selena knew. Rosie spilled the beans. Hey, how everything is at home, which is lesson number 1. But I'll be doing the commentary after, and I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. So Rosie explains that now they were planning for the wedding. So Rosie, knowing that there is no other way, Selena has to be the maid of honor, because she is that friend who has been there for Rosie, a friend who they loved one another as friends and all that. So it happened that Selena also was in a situationship, you know. Situationship, I mean a relationship that was just not that stable, you know, until Selena, the guy, Selena had a boyfriend, and then that boyfriend decided, no, they got married, but their marriage did not work. It ended very bad. It ended in tears. Okay, now Rosie comforted Selena about the marriage, and then yeah, life goes on. So as life goes on, Selena begins to be so close with Peter. Actually, she became close with Peter due to the fact that they were preparing for the wedding, right? They were preparing for the wedding, so it meant that obviously they will talk there and there during the preparations. And remember, Rosie trusted Selena, so Selena was allowed to talk to the husband. Okay, and remember, Rosie is that friend who will confide in Selena about the husband and about how the marriage or the relationship is going. Okay, Rosie and Peter got married. A beautiful wedding day. They celebrated Korbona. It was just amazing. So after that, Rosie, she thought she was overthinking or just thinking otherwise, but she suspected that Peter is cheating, you know. And obviously, who's the first one who's going to know? Selena. So if Selena was the first one to know, then Rosie decided, let me tell my friend. She spilled the beans. I think Peter is cheating on me. I'm just not sure with who. So and so, so and so. So with thorough checking and doing all the investigations, you know, as women, we are hired investigators. We are journalists, so we can find things within a second. It came to the realization that actually Peter is cheating on Rosie with Selena. Your maids of honor, guys. Your best friends. Your besties. Ah. Huh. So it became a shock to Rosie. She didn't even believe it. And at first, she was in denial because remember, this is somebody whose marriage has broken, and Rosie was there for Selena, you know, to make sure that she recovers. She goes to counseling. She was just a friend who was there, you know. Only to find out the friend that was there is the very same friend who is chowing the husband. So in a situation like this, Rosie is asking, in a situation like this, what is going to happen? Because remember, Rosie and Peter had already started a family. There are kids involved. There are businesses involved right now in their marriage, you know. And then also, she cut ties with Selena, obviously, out of hurt, out of shock, that how can I be telling you things about Peter, and the only thing that you can do is make sure that you break and ruin my marriage. Yes, you may find that Peter has been busy, but to be busy with Selena, the best friend, guys, guys, has it gotten to that level as friends that we betray each other like this? Anyway, that is Rosie's story. So please comment down below and tell me how you would react to such a situation. But honestly, we need to be realistic about the reality of this story. So for me, this is now where my commentary is starting. For me, looking at this story, you would realize that Selena has been a hater for the longest time. Selena has been jealous for the longest time, which is a lesson to us as women. Be careful who you bring close to you. Yes, when friendship break up, when friends become apart, it could be that you never saw it coming. It could be that at first they were a good friend, they were good to you and all those things. But at the end of the day, guys, the signs are always there. Look at the type of people you have around you. When Jesus was going to be betrayed, he knew that it was somebody close. It never happened that a stranger betrayed him. It was somebody that he shared food with in one plate, which is Judas Iscariot. So always be careful of the people who are close to you. Love, 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 love them all, but do not trust anybody. It's the same as you are a married person, your in-laws. You can love them, but trust with your life. You can't trust them with your life, because if by any chance, God forbid, your husband takes another woman there to them, they will smile with that new woman while they know you. So it's a lesson, guys. Be careful of people who are close to you, especially as a married woman. You can't be married and have tons and tons of friends. I'm sorry, you can't. Because one thing about us women, we love to overshare. We overshare. We tell people about our lives, how happy we are, the way our husbands are doing this and that. Don't you think that that other lady who is single wants what you have? I'm speaking this with a sober mind, understanding that not everyone wants to get married, not everyone desires marriage, and that's beautiful. But I'm telling you, as a married woman, you can't be running to your friend every time something bad happens. It's the same as a married woman who always wants to run to the family when she's going through things. Guys, be careful. Be careful who you bring close to your surroundings. You know? It's not a wrong thing to find somebody that you can confide in. But you can't be telling people how good your husband is in bed. You can't be telling people how much money your husband is giving you. Don't you think they want that for themselves? No, there are some things you do not share. You rejoice and enjoy them in your marriage and thank God for the grace. But for you to be oversharing and talking about how you suspect your husband is cheating, one thing you need to do when you suspect, you pray. God will expose. Then if you plan to leave. It is as simple as that. But if you're going to be a woman who always runs to the friends, you run to your mother, you run to your siblings, you run to your sisters. Not everybody who is smiling with you really wants you to be in a better space. Actually, half of them are rejoicing that you have problems. I will tell you that. That's for sure. And I'm not saying people must sit in their marriages if things are going wrong. And I'm not saying that people should just stay in their marriage and begezela when things are not right. No, there is a time where you have to involve your family or his family. But I'm saying to you, a wise woman builds her house. Building comes a lot with, you know what, there is no way if you are building a house, I will give an example, and every time your neighbor comes and wants to know how many cements did you buy, how much sand did you buy, why is she so interested in your doings? Because the thing that I'm seeing with Selina here, she was very strategic. She is like Entlembali. She is hurt, so she wants to hurt other people. She was hurt, her marriage broke down, so she's taking out all the pain on the friend. Basically, she has been jealous of you because you are giving her good news on how happily married you are, and her marriage just got ruined. So what do you expect? She wants what you have. And then now we are going to Peter. At the end of the day, we cannot overlook the reality that you guys have built a life together. You guys have kids involved. But if he is not showing remorse, if he is not willing to be a better man when it comes to this situation, he does not deserve you. There is no way as a woman you can just stay in a marriage where you can tell her this person doesn't want to be a better person. This person is comfortable being a cheater. Tomorrow he's going to come and say, I want polygamy with your best friend. Sepedi se reng go tlankga go sa bola go ka thunya lerole tiling bona. There is no way, guys. It always starts like this. So I'm bringing my lesson to Rosie that, and every married woman out there are things you do not reveal. No matter how excited you are, you can say, oh, me and my husband, we have fun, we are enjoying. But to such an extent that you even explain to a person how he handles you, how he, umntu ngabantu. There's another level of that song. Umntu ngabantu. They want to taste that which you are tasting. So we need to be extra careful. We need to be wise. You know, when the Bible talks about wisdom, it mentions the fact that you know what to share, you know what not to share. You know? So I believe on the part of their friendship, the friendship must definitely end. You know, it must definitely end. I mean, how do you continue to laugh with a person who has been deliberately waiting for your downfall, you know, waiting to hear that your marriage has broken apart? So, Selina Banyaga Dimpama, you know, a holy clap. I guess the Bible talks about a holy kiss. There should be a holy clap. Imagine, this is, I think, one of the most painful stories I have received so far. It is very, very painful because at the end of the day, Rosie, it seems like she's not ready to come out of the marriage. And at the time when these things are being more and more revealed, Rosie Wabantu is busy trying to raise the kids. You know, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And it is also a lesson as women. Children don't solve much in a marriage that is broken. We are ready to have this conversation now as women, you know. Sometimes when you see that things are just going AWOL, that is a time where you need to calm down. That is a time where, especially after you find out that this man is a cheater, he's sleeping around, chances are he's not even using protection wherever he's going. So you continue to also sleep with him without protection, and then you even get pregnant. What about diseases that we have out there? Clearly, this man is not thinking about you. This is another lesson that we always try to tell people, that men will always choose themselves. Always, given any chance for them to be happy, they will take that chance. That is why if cheating on you makes them happy, they will do it. If dating your friend makes them happy, they will literally do it. So as much as we blame Selina, there's this elephant in the room that we cannot sway over, that we cannot afford to overlook. The elephant in the room is Peter, who decided to get married knowing that he cannot stand being faithful. So men like Peter needs to be dealt with. You know, as a wife, you need to sharpen up. You need to pray, especially if you're a Christian. I believe with all my heart that the things that unbelievers are suffering with in their marriages should not be our portion. Guys, we have a God. We have a Father who has given us all authority. Now we are no longer going through the veils. We are no longer going through pastors for our prayers to be reached. We go straight to God, and He hears us when we pray. You talk to your Father and He will direct you. He will direct you. And also, if men like Peter Bathola the counseling, like counseling doesn't do anything to them, unfortunately, as a woman, you have to end up choosing yourself. And I know very well that situations are not the same. I know very well that it's not easy for a married woman to pack her bags and go, especially when kids are involved. It's another dimension. But you have to always be ready as a woman to choose yourself, to love yourself. Because this man, they will push to kill you with depression. And then when you, a weekend after your funeral, another Selina in the house. That's the reality of life. That's the reality of life. So you have only one life. And if you live it right, once is enough. But if you continue to begazela things like this, if you continue to want to change a man that you found fully grown, then you are bit by bit minimizing your years with stress, with depression. Choose yourself as a woman. That is the advice that I will always tell a person. Choose yourself, because men are always ready to tick by choosing themselves. That is why a man is comfortable with sleeping outside for the whole weekend, going to sleep at another woman's house and come back and say I had an accident, or lie to you, whichever way. They know that you will take that apology. Choose yourself. Anyway, the rest of the commentary will be happening down below in our comment section. Please tell me, what do you think of Peter? What do you think of Selena? What do you think of Rosie? And the commentary that I gave for them, do you feel like it will help? Do you feel like there's just no solution? Do you feel like the woman must just divorce? What do you think? And chances are Selena and Peter, they are still together. By the look of things, they are still sleeping together. They are still stealing each other, you know. Baya chonchan. So guys, please comment down below. I love you, and I hope you watched until the end. That's the rule of this channel. You watch full videos. I love you guys. Thank you. Bye.